All right, so this week we're going to make a major change to our truck. I have done a ton of research on. What I'm trying to do is not void my warranty on my truck, as I have a 100,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty on it, on the 2024 one-ton Duramax. I'm trying to leave the fuel emission system exactly the way it is, but with the exhaust tip being at a diagonal, it blows directly on the camper. And when it blows on the camper, it melts the plastic and the fiberglass that's on the front. Because when a diesel goes into regen, the exhaust heats up to about 1,500 degrees, and it's just blowing directly on the trailer. Now, I've heard other stories of this happening to people that haul hay trailers on farms. If they have this truck and it goes into regen, it actually can light the hay on fire and burn the whole trailer down. I'm sure it happens with anything you put behind it. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you can see there, the exhaust pretty much comes almost straight out the back. It has a slight diagonal to it. And I'm going to put a side dump exhaust on it so it blows out right behind the rear tires towards the side of the road. Which I hope, in theory, should keep it from blowing on the trailer, and maybe it does a little bit, but it shouldn't blow directly at it. But one thing I'm going to make sure that I do is leave that venturi in place. Now, I've seen a couple people do it, and they cut that pipe back further, but I want to leave that on there because I do not want to throw any codes, as I've read that this specific model year, it's finicky, right? All these emission stuff are finicky, and it's ridiculous that we even have to have all these different systems on these these trucks that we're not even using for commercial use. Been watching the news, and it's changing. With this new administration, they're trying to cut back on the regulations for manufacturers, which is amazing. I've deleted a truck before, and who's to say in 4 years that we don't get a different administration in there, and then they go undo everything that's been done, just like every time there's a new administration. So I don't really want to delete this truck. I'm just going to leave it stock. But I'm hoping that this will solve the problem, and I think it should. So I haven't even opened the box up. I saved that for you. You're welcome. Let's check it out, see what I'm working with. Well, at least it comes with the exhaust clamp. This thing is a monster. So it's a 6-inch tip and a 5-inch inlet. Now, I watched somebody else, or I read on a forum somewhere, that that's the way they did it, so it would fit over that 4-inch tip that's on there already if you come back a couple inches off that venturi. Yeah, that'd be all right. You know what they say, measure once, cut 5 times. So the exhaust tip is 4-inch and 7/8, and the new one is 5-inch and 1/8. Inside diameter to inside diameter, it's 5-inch on the money. Stock exhaust is 4-inch, 7/8 on the outside diameter, and on the inside diameter, this is 5-inch. So I think it should snug up pretty nice. My guy's gonna weld it up a little bit, put some welds on it to hold it in place. I've had a few exhausts in my days, in my younger years, that may or may not have rolled off and down some parking lots and such, so make sure it's secured for this. I just got an idea. Maybe I can just be a brother. Does it look like it rolls coal? Look at this thing. I'm thinking I got this all wrong. This is the way to do it. Well, look what we have here. Twins! Literally the same exact truck and model with a Florida plate on it. What do you know? Look at this chopper. Man. Brother. When you were talking about the flames, I was like, man, flames, come on.
They're clean though.
But dude, yeah, look at this. For less than Andy. All right, so you got your TIG welder. So I've never TIG welded. I have MIG welded before though. So does that feed the rod at all?
No. It's pretty much just an arc, and then you
use the other rod, right?
Yeah.
Right. I should know this. You want? Yeah, he's gonna mark it out. He's a good dude.
2 inches back.
2 inches back from that Venturi. Yep. You know, it's kind of like Eminem. You know, you only get one shot. Oh, he's got it in his hand.
There we go.
Honestly, that's a 2-inch piece of tape. Just put the tape. Yeah. You know, seriously, it's a 2-inch piece of tape, dude. Just put the tape on it, close to it.
It's not quite 2 inches.
All right, almost.
Mia, hand me that grinder. And a beer.
What do you need? All right, so food for thought, I would leave a little bit more on the tip, just so you have something to clamp to if you're going to use the exhaust clamp. We just found this out. But everything's okay because we're number one. And it helps when you have a friend who has a welder. Yeah, I know, it's so same.
Is that closer to level?
Yeah, right there. I think that's about as tit as you're gonna get.
I'm gonna try to get a couple tacks on it, but I'm not gonna be able to run the foot pedal. So
you need me to run the foot pedal?
Press it, just press it. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this good? Or are we going?
We're going,
we
dude.
can try this amperage, but we'll see. Yeah, just
how hard do I push the pedal?
just like ramp it up. Like gas pedal it, and then all the way. All right, good to go. More. Alright, ease off of it.
Good.
Ease off. Do it again. Keep it there for a sec. Give me a little more.
It's all the way.
Yeah.
You're on the business side, Kenny.
I know, I got it.
I got it, he said. I got the hardest job here. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's welded on there really well. Definitely did way more welds than I anticipated, which is, hey, the more the better. And it actually looks pretty cool on the truck, I'm not going to lie. Almost looks like I deleted it, but no, I didn't. So I had it fixed when I had the crack fixed, which I'll link the video in the description below. I had the Brinkley fixed, which they changed the pinch trim when they redid the whole cap and everything. They had to take the whole cap off and that whole side panel, and they ended up replacing this piece, but it had melted this pinch trim right here. And I've also seen there at the bottom where that whole piece is melted off, and it's even melted some of the fiberglass before. So I've seen this on the Brinkley forums, the Facebook page, things like that. And I mean, obviously, it's not just Brinkley. It's any camper that's out there that has one of these lower drop frames. The exhaust just is pointed directly at it. So if you found this helpful, please, we appreciate it. We're halfway to our goal of 1,000. If you subscribe, hit a like, get this video out there. I'm sure it'll help you. The part was $80, and then obviously I got friends, but if you go to an exhaust shop, they can weld it on. It also came with an exhaust clamp that you can clip on there. And if you're going to go that route, I definitely would recommend leaving some more slack on the pipe. Don't cut off so much on your tailpipe, so you have something to clamp to. So we'll see you on the next one.